Morning, namaste. Thank you for joining me. It's another session of gentle stretch and breathe yoga with Lisa in St. Martin. And I'm so happy that you're here to exercise with me, get a little bit of blood flowing and stimulate those nerves, get everything working right in the body. So let's take a minute to start our yoga by sitting cross-legged with a straight back. Hands can rest on the knees. And let your shoulders really relax and drop away from the ears, the top of the head reaching up. Close the eyes and work on your breath. And we're going to take some inhalations and exhalations using the muscles of the belly to do all the work. So really feel and concentrate on working the stomach muscles as you breathe. Breathing in, we're going to push those muscles out and let the air flow in. Good morning, Audrey and Ellis. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for being here. Okay, we're just getting started. We're resting our hands on our knees, palm up, and letting the top of the head rise up. Relax your shoulders. Your back should be nice and straight, beautifully erect. Close the eyes and focus on the breath. Using the belly, the lower belly muscles, expand and breathe in, and then squeeze them flat, exhale. Let your belly do all the work. I'll be quiet for a moment so you can focus on your actual work. Hey, it's Bitsy. Thank you, Bitsy. Wonderful to see you. Oh my goodness, that's awesome. So pushing the belly out, we breathe in, squeeze it in, and let the air be pushed out by your muscles of your belly out through the nose. 3 more, just like that. Awesome. Bring your hands to prayer pose and bow your head. And just take a few moments to center yourself on your true nature, your true self. Honor that true self. Don't deny any part of your true self. Accept yourself as you are with love, with understanding. Honor your true self. Let's push those hands up overhead. Reach up. Reach as high as you can. If you have limitations in your shoulders, you can just take it to wherever is good for you. If you can, reach all the way up and really try to touch the ceiling. Look up and breathe in. Exhale. Bring the hands all the way down to the floor next to your hips. Exhaling all the way. Let's do that again. Breathe in and lift the arms up. Exhale. Push it down. Okay, one more time, up. This time just the right hand, drop it down. You can watch it as it goes slowly down to the floor, and then we'll arch over, stretching the other side of the body. Feel the stretch in your waist, in your rib cage, in your armpit, elbow, wrist, and hands. Spread your fingers wide. We'll stay here for 3 breaths. As you come up, both hands sort of cartwheel or windmill around, and let's stretch the other way. Feel that stretch in the side body. Reach the hand over the top and breathe deep. Awesome. Come back up. Both hands turn palm up. Reach up. Breathe in. And pull your prayer down to your heart. Keep the back straight and the spine elongated. Just bow your head a little bit. And take a moment for gratitude. Gratitude for this moment. Gratitude for your wonderful body. Gratitude for your friends and family, your home, your environment. Beautiful things in your environment like music, like flowers, like the sky, animals that you love. There's so much to be grateful for, even in this very stressful time that we're living in. Focus on the positive for your health, your mental health, and your physical health. Awesome. Let's take those hands and interlock and squeeze the fingers. Squeeze and release. Keep breathing. And we're going to invert, push through the hands, round the back, and drop the head. Keep this pose for 3 breaths, deep breaths. Push the hands way forward, drop your head, relax your neck. Beautiful. Reach those hands up overhead. Keep them interlocked just like that. Stretch tall. Breathe in. Awesome. Let's bring the hands to the back of the head. Elbows go way back. Look up through the top of your eyes and blink as much and as fast as you can. Blink, blink, blink. Keep breathing. Awesome. Bring it up. Stretch it up. Breathe in. Round the back. Drop the head. Push the hands way forward. 3 breaths. Take your time. When you're ready, bring those hands back to prayer pose. Straighten the back. Close the eyes. And reconnect with your true self. With gratitude, understanding, with acceptance. It's all very important to do those positive thoughts about yourself with gratitude. Let's stretch the legs out now. And if you want, you can pull your flesh away from your sitting bones to connect down into the earth through those pelvis points. And we're going to flex the ankles. Point the toes up towards the ceiling, stretching the back of the legs. Feel the back of the knees open a little bit. If you can't get your legs straight, sometimes people have a lot of stiffness in those hamstring muscles, and the knees will be up a little bit. And that's your stretch right there. Keep it there. Eventually, if you keep doing yoga with me or with anybody, you'll get those legs straight and you'll be able to feel the back of the knees really open up to the energy of the earth flowing in. We're going to lift up again. Keep those ankles flexed, toes pointing straight up at the ceiling or maybe even back at your face a little bit. Reach up. And let's pretend our hands are the minute hands of a clock. Let's bring it to 5 after the hour. Keep your face looking sort of down at your legs or feet so your neck is not up and gets into a tight angle at the back of the skull. Okay, let's go to 10 after the hour. Reach. Keep reaching. Keep the legs straight if they can be straight. Reach. And 15 after the hour. We're reaching horizontally over the legs. Keep reaching. Hands to the floor. Push yourself up. And let's take one leg in. Bring the heel in by the crotch or the groin if that's possible. If not, you can have your foot out. I'm going to scoot the camera back a little bit so you can see a little bit more of the foot part. Alright, so bringing the heel into a position where the knee is bent and everything is happy in the hips. Again, if you need to pull away the flesh from the sitting bones, that's always allowed. Flex that straight legs ankle and reach up. Breathe in. And we're reaching over the leg, 5 after the hour. Keep the back straight. Keep breathing. Let the breath move you through this exercise. Meld your breath and movement. And let's stretch all the way over the leg at 15 past the hour. Horizontal reaching beyond the foot. Hands to the floor, push yourself up and switch legs. Reach up, breathe in. Stretch tall. And when you're ready, we'll go to just a small reaching, like 5 minutes after the hour. So this would be straight up 12 o'clock noon, and this would be 5 after. And let's drop down to 10 after the hour. Keep breathing. And 15 minutes after the hour, bring it down to a horizontal reach beyond your foot, looking down at your legs so your neck is not in a weird position. Stretch, reach, breathe. Awesome. Keep going. Hands to the floor. Push yourself gently up. And let's stretch the legs out again. This time we're going to open the legs just a little wider than the hips and let them be loose. Let's put our hands on our legs and move the leg bones in the hip socket joint by pushing the hands against the knees or the thighs, flopping the legs left and right, flopping the feet left and right. You can go out and in, out and in, out and in, out and in, left and right, left and right. Let everything be loose and soft here. We're going to put the hands in between the knees. And if you can, walk them forward. If you find that this is as far as I can go, Believe me, that's where you should go. Don't go farther than what your body says is a good stretch. Don't go into that overly stretchy, maybe even overly painful stretch. We don't want to overdo anything today or any day. And let's gaze down at the floor between the knees, letting the neck release. Drop the head. Let the head be heavy. Imagine you've got a helmet on your head, and at the top of that helmet is a 10-pound weight. Let it be really heavy. Drop it down. Okay, push against the floor and take one step back and walk your hands over to the outside of your left leg. And just round your back, bring your nose close to the floor. And then push back, come back to the middle. And over the other side, both hands on the outside of the right leg. Round the back, drop the head. Push back up and come back to the middle. Walk your hands farther forward if you can, if you want to. Round your back, drop your head. And when you're ready, come back up. Anne is here. Good morning, Anne. Thank you for joining us. Okay, now this next stretch is another forward fold, but instead of bringing the leg up where the heel is close to the groin, we're going to see if we can bring it so the heel is on the outside and the knee comes down. When you bring this position, you may need to put your calf muscle, pull it out of the crease of your knee, and then maybe you can bring the ankle a little closer to the hip. All right, so we're going to reach up and then do the 5 minutes after, 10 minutes after, and 15 minutes after. Reaching up, stretch up, breathe in, and go to 5 minutes after the hour, looking down at your leg. Don't keep looking up at your fingertips. That's too much stress on your neck, I think. And then forward. If you feel like you need support, you can put your hands on the floor and just bring your face gently down towards your knee. Push back up. Take a moment to just sit in this position and see if you can sort of level the hips out a little bit. When you're ready, bring that knee up and straighten that leg out. Let's try the other leg. Bring the knee up and then put the ankle on the outside. Pull the calf muscle out from the crease of your knee and scoot the heel in close to the hip. We're going to reach up. Stretch up, breathe in. Tall, 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 reach, reach, reach. And go to 5 minutes after the hour. Bring those hands into a slightly off-center reach. And then when you're ready, come a little lower. And let's put the hands to the floor to support the body as we come down. Bring the face close to the knee. And then push up. Stretch out those legs. Give them a jiggle. Good work. Now let's get ready to roll back onto our back sides. Knees will be up, heels close to the hips. Arms can go wherever feels comfortable right now. Just relax through the hips. Walk your toes a little away from your hips so your heels maybe have about 6 to 10 inches between heels and hips. Sigh, release. Feel yourself heavy on the floor. Accept yourself as you are, heavy on the floor. Make sure your shoulders and hips feel equally balanced and even. And we'll just take a minute to let the knees move left and right, kind of like windshield wipers. Just let them flop left, up they come, and flop right. Loose through the hips, loose through the lower back. This should be gentle and feel good, giving yourself some comfort. We hold a lot of tension in that lower back. And one thing that you learn through yoga is that you can think you're relaxed and still have tension in that lower back. It's always like tight. So let's try and keep both knees to the left and just spend a minute here breathing and letting that whole lower back and hips area totally release and relax. Tell yourself to let go. Trust yourself enough to let it go. And when you're ready, bring those knees up and all the way to the other side. Just stay here, hang out here for a moment as you breathe deep. And ask your hips and your lower back to completely 100% release. Trust gravity. Let it pull you down. Don't resist. Awesome. Let's bring those knees up. Bring them all the way to your chest. Bring your hands to grip your knees and squeeze in. Release. Squeeze in. Release. Squeeze in. Release. Squeeze in and hold. Strong arms, strong hands. Hold the knees in. If you want, you can open the knees and let them go a little bit wide. Don't go too far. Don't overstretch the inner thigh. It can be very sensitive. And when you're ready, bring them back about halfway. We're going to reach the hands and legs up into the air. Circle your ankles, circle your wrists. Change direction whenever you feel like it. Wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes. Flex the ankles, point the toes. Flex and point. When you flex your hands, it's like you're holding a book on your hands. And when you point your hands, they come all the way over, like almost looking like the head of a flamingo or something. Back and forth we go. Breathe. Get that blood flowing uphill to your toes and your fingers. Breathe deep. Awesome. We're going to hold a flexed position. Bring the arms and legs down and push it up. Bring them down and push it up. All the way down, all the way up. Let's do that 10 more times. Let's go 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring your legs and hands together. Make a little cluster. Open them wide, breathing in. Don't go too far. Just more about the breath and a little bit of movement to connect the breath and movement in one fluid moment. Visualize that you're a flower blooming in the morning, opening and closing at night. Open, breathe in, close, exhale. One more time. Open and close. Bend the knees, bring them down to the floor, stretch out on the floor. Stretch your body long, reaching the hands overhead and the toes in the opposite direction. Make your body as long as you can and breathe in, making your rib cage as big and round as it can. Breathe in. And when you exhale, let everything go. Bring your arms down to be out from your shoulders or your hips. And just let yourself be on the yoga mat as you are. Beautiful, balanced, relaxed, trusting yourself enough to be here 100% without your mind thinking about all the things you got to do later in the day. Stay with me here. All right. Let's bring up the right knee, bend it, and circle it around. Work that hip again. Circle the knee around as big as you're comfortable with. If you feel like you can't do a big circle, then just do a little one. That's fine. Work with your breath. Breathing in on one part of the circle and out on the other part of the circle. Slow the movement down. Be here now, working with your leg, your hip, and your breath. Changing direction whenever you feel like it. And when you're ready, we'll stretch the leg up. Now, if you can't get your leg straight, don't worry about it. Just stretch your leg up in the position that it naturally wants to take. Many, many people have their knee bent here, and that's okay. If you can get it straight, go ahead and do that. Let's reach and grab the leg somewhere around the knee or thigh and gently pull the leg a little closer to the face and then let it come back to vertical. Don't overdo it. Be gentle with yourself. We're just asking the hip and the hamstring to lengthen and create space in the back of the leg and hip. Breathe as you move. Two more times like that, and then we'll hold at or near our edge. The edge is the place where you feel like the stretch is the most intense. So just hold and see if you can't try to relax the leg. You can even rub the back of the leg if you want, up towards the hip, down towards the knee, in towards the calf muscle. Or you can just hold it steady. Some people like to grab a big toe and let the other hand relax. Let's stay here for a couple more breaths. Try to relax everything. Relax, let go. Beautiful. Let's bend the knee and bring the heel close to the belly button. Let the knee go way out to the side. So one hand grabs the knee, one hand grabs the heel or the foot, and just rock the baby across the body. This is a beautiful position for just feeling that nurturing instinct that we all have. Men have it as well as women. People who've had babies, people who have been sisters or brothers, or maybe you've never held a baby in your life, but you still have that nurturing instinct. You know what it is. So feel that as you rock your leg across your body and breathe it deep, breathing in and out. Awesome. And when you're ready, bring the knee across, roll up on your hip, and find the floor with that foot. Open your chest and arms out to the ceiling and find a place for your face that is comfortable for your neck. Maybe you can look to the right, across or opposite of your knee. Maybe you look straight up at the ceiling. Or it's perfectly fine if you want to look in the same direction as your knee. The most important thing is that you can relax through the neck and shoulders and through the hips and legs. Reclined spinal twist, very healing position. Stay here, breathe deep, try to relax every part of your spine, every part of your limbs, and your mind. Relax your mind as well. If there's a place in your body that's talking to you, breathe air. Try to send the healing energy that comes with the inhalation straight to that spot. Feed it the love of a good breath of air. Stay as long as you like, or whenever you're ready you can roll on your back, and we'll stretch the body long again, realigning every part. Stretch long, breathe in, expand your rib cage. Yawn or sigh or do whatever feels awesome right now. Stretch. And let it go. Bring the hands out from the side, palm up. Rebalance everything in the body and mind. Breathe deep. Beautiful. Let's bring up the other leg, bend the knee and circle it around as big as you're comfortable with. If you feel like there's sensitivity or clicking feeling, you can make your circle smaller. We don't want to overstretch any part of the body. We just want good movement, good breath, good circulation, good stimulation of the nerves. Ready, stretch the leg up and reach your hands towards your knee or your thigh. And then we pull, gently pull a little bit of the way towards the face. Maybe just 1 inch, that's fine. Keep breathing as you move, pulling the leg a little bit towards the face and back to vertical. Find your range of motion. Acknowledge where your edge of your range of motion is and back away from it as you feel it come. Asking the back of the leg to let go hip, let go leg, release, relax. Let's hold the leg at or near your edge, your therapeutic edge. Just hold and ask the leg to relax. You can rub the back of the leg if you want, from behind the knee, up the hamstring muscles and towards the hip. Back down. Rubbing calf muscle, why not? Calf muscles work really hard too. Relax. Beautiful. Bend that knee. Bring the knee out and the heel in. So the heel comes in by your belly button. Hold one foot with your hand and the other hand goes to the knee. Rock the leg across the body. Rock the baby. Breathe as you move. Let's bring the knee all the way across. Roll up on the side hip. Find your balance. You can bend both legs or you can keep this one leg straight. Find that happy position for your head where you can relax your neck and shoulders. Release, relax. Go through every little section of your spine from tailbone to the top of your cervical connection with your skull. Ask every little section, are you 100% relaxed? If not, try to relax. And if you can't, don't judge yourself. Just say, why? What's going on? Why can't I relax? Often we hold due to fear. Fear of letting go. Fear of not being ready if we need to move quickly and do fight or flight. Let it go. You're safe. Release. That's where the healing begins, when relaxation is complete. You can roll onto your back and do another long body stretch, realigning everything. Stretch long, breathe deep, expand your ribs, yawn and sigh. We're going to slowly come back up into seated. How's everybody doing? Still with me? Hi, Jane. Take your hands into prayer pose. Bring those elbows up to a level position with your wrists. And spread your fingers wide so there's a lot of space between your fingers. Press the hands together using the muscles of the hands, the muscles of the forearm, the muscles of the upper arm, the muscles of the shoulders. Try to engage the muscles of the chest and the shoulder blades. And oops, lost my music. And underneath the armpits, the side, the midriff here, we're going to use all of those muscles. Keep pressing. Keep breathing, keep pressing, keep breathing. Keep pressing, keep pressing, keep pressing, keep breathing. Fingertips pushing together, wrists pushing together. All the muscles of the body in the upper part of the body are working hard here. Breathe. All right, interlock your fingers and use the same muscles to pull. If you've got super long fingernails, maybe interlock your fingers and pull apart. If you can, hook them and pull. Use all those muscles of your back, the side of the midriff, the chest, the arms, the fingers. Pull and breathe. And if you need to Change how your hands are interlocked. Do that quickly and continue to breathe. Awesome. Shake out your hands, shake out your arms. And let's see if we can come up onto the hero pose, which is sitting on your knees and sitting on your heels. Your knees are bent in front and you're sitting on your heels. If this position does not work for you because of knee problems, you can use a pillow to modify under the knees or under your seat or in the crook of the knees. If it doesn't work, just stay in a position that's comfortable for you. We are going to challenge ourselves by coming up onto the toes. If you also don't like this, you don't have to stay there, but give it a try. Come up onto the toes, turn the toes under. You may need to actually reach back and bring that little toe to push forward with the other toes. Sometimes the little toe wants to make the splits and go back. So this is very challenging for the feet and the calves, the Achilles tendon. You may not like it. Try to breathe there into the sensation you feel. Let's just relax the shoulders and stay here for a moment. 2 more breaths. Let's give it a try. Come on. It's very, very good for the feet to do this. So let's come out now, and you can jiggle your feet a little bit there and then come down, sit on your heels. Bring your hands behind your tailbone and interlock the fingers and straighten the arms. If you can't get your arms straight, instead of interlocking your fingers, hold on to a piece of fabric, a belt, a bandana, a scarf, a towel, so that you can get your arms straight. Squeezing the shoulder blade, we're going to look up. Squeeze at the top of your shoulder blades, right at the base of your neck. Lift your face, squeeze right at the top of your shoulder blades. Intensely squeezing, keep breathing. And if you can, slide your squeeze down to the middle of your shoulder blades and level your face so you're squeezing in the middle of your shoulder blades, looking forward. You can blink your eyes a little bit or circle your eyes. Keep your interest in the movement. And when you're ready, we'll squeeze at the base of the shoulder blades and drop the head, drop the chin to the chest. Slide the squeeze up, lift the face, squeeze all the way up, breathe in, slide all the way down, exhale. Slide all the way up, breathe in, slide all the way down, exhale, bow the head. One more time, breathe in, lift, and lower. Beautiful. Let's come into a rounded back position and bring your hands onto your knees. Drop your head, chin to the chest. See if you can slide your shoulder blades apart, pulling against your knees. Round your back even more. And then float the arms out to the side, sitting tall. Reach up, breathe in. Bring your prayer hands down. And let's just stay here for a moment, noticing how you feel. Awesome. Thank you for that. Let us do our plank challenge. Those of you who are new, I'm not sure if Bitsy's been with us for very long. We've been doing a 60-second plank challenge. We started in June and the group decided to keep it going. But guess what? My wrist has been bothering me, so I'm not going to do the high plank today. I have some blocks that I use for modification. This is really typical yoga modification blocks. They're made of cork. They're very solid. I'm going to put them down and use them to support my forearms and get my 60 seconds, get it ready. I'm just going to do straight plank today. If you guys are really keen to do the side plank or the leg lifts or the Spider-Man or anything else, you can do it. But for me today, I'm just going to do a supported low plank for 60 seconds. And here we go, start. Now's when you really miss my music. Okay, we are a quarter of the way through our 60 seconds. Keep the hips down and push your heels back a little bit so you're stretching the Achilles tendon. Keep it going. You're halfway there, folks. Keep breathing. Three-quarters of the way there. Keep going. Keep breathing. If it's too much for you, you can certainly come out of it. Do not feel like you have to keep up with those of us who've been incrementally increasing the length of our plank for 3 months now. All right, you made it. Let's come down and find ourselves in pose of a child. Pose of a child. And if you want, you can bring the knees apart and bring the chest between the thighs for wide-legged pose of a child. Turning the face to one side. Let the face, your cheek touch the sky, touch the earth, and the other cheek reach for the sky. Turn the head. And when you're ready, push up. And let's come up into our table position. Arch the back up and drop the head into a cat stretch. And then bring your face up. Remember, we're pushing the hands into the mat, so we are not collapsing in the shoulders. Push away, and get as much space between your hands and the top of your shoulders as possible. And lift your face, lift your tailbone, let the middle of the back sway down like a hammock. This is cow pose. And let's arch up to cat again, and down to cat. Any speed here is perfect. We're just alternating cat and cow stretch. Movement through the spine. Breathe as you move. Coming back to a flat back, look around one shoulder and look for the hip, stick the hip out, look for it. If you don't see it, it's okay. Come around and look for the other hip around the other shoulder. Wag your tail. Move the head to look for the hip around the shoulder, one side and then the other. You can bend one elbow as you do this to create a little more movement in the shoulders. Back and forth. All right, come back and let's cat and cow 3 or 4 more times. Cat and cow. Stretching up, swaying down, breathing in and out as you like it. All right, let's try a downward dog now. Turn your toes under, lift the hips up, find that good place for your feet. Press your hands into the floor and drop your head between your arms, releasing your neck 100%. Think about pushing your hips back and up, away from your hands. So lengthening through the arms and through the shoulders. Push back. And then walk your feet a little closer together. So the big toes are touching. Put all your weight on your right foot. And if you want, you can try and pick up that left foot. I'm going to move forward a little bit. Okay, move the left foot up and down. Touch the floor and reach it up. Touch the floor, reach it up. Touch the floor, reach it up. And come on down. Just switch feet. Now the right foot, reach it up. Touch the floor. Reach it back up. Touch the floor. Stretch up. And one more time. Up. Bring it down. Knees come to the floor. And we're going to sit back on our heels again, or if you want, you can sit in mermaid pose. Just take a moment to sit and breathe and find yourself again. Everybody okay? Still with me? Yes, hello, Kathy. All right, so we're going to take a moment to work on breath. Sounds good, right? We're going to do the rectangular breathing, so we're going to breathe in for 8 counts. I will count for you, and then we'll try and hold that breath in for 5 counts. During that time, let your breath expand and be suspended within the body. And then we'll exhale slowly for 8 counts. And then there's a period of 5 counts where there's no air in the body. We're not breathing in, we're not breathing out, and there's no air in the body. And that's actually a moment of interesting stillness and awareness. So we want to kind of harvest that awareness during that time. So to synchronize everybody's breathing, let's inhale and exhale. And here we go, breathing in for 8 counts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hold empty for 5. Breathing in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold empty for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hold full for 8 for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold empty for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe in for 8 counts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hold full. 5 counts. Count for yourself. And exhale. Continue on your own counting. Hold empty for 5. And allow your breathing to return to a natural rhythm. Eyes closed, just observe how you feel. Observe how the body is taking the oxygen, the air in and using it. Maybe you can even feel your heart beating. Maybe you can feel the blood flowing through your veins, to your extremities, to your ears, to your jaw, to your tongue, to your eye sockets, to your throat. Thank you for that. Let's try a little Kalapati breathing, which is all about the belly button area, pulling in quickly. Bringing it in quick makes a forceful exhalation through the nose. And then as you release the belly, it will naturally flow in and you'll have your inhalation. So we'll just do a little bit of Kalapati breathing, starting with a big inhalation, a big exhalation, and breathe in halfway, and then quickly squeeze it in or bring that belly button in. Okay, release and breathe normally. Close your eyes. This type of breathing is sometimes called shining skull breath. And maybe as you close your eyes, you do see brightness inside. We'll breathe normal for a while, and then we'll try another round of color body breathing. All right, inhale big. Exhale fully. Inhale halfway. And begin to do that little clutch in the belly. If you can, speed it up. Release, relax. Breathe normally, close the eyes, see that shining skull or whatever you see, accept it as interesting, perhaps important, textures, colors, patterns. Follow the feelings that you have, let your imagination move into those colors, let your consciousness travel through your inner universe. No thoughts of the world you left behind 45 minutes ago. Now I invite you to round your back and drop your head, slump your shoulders, and find balance in the body with complete relaxation through the spine and hips and shoulders. Let your head be heavy. Again, imagine you've got a helmet on your head and the top of the helmet's got a 10-pound weight stuck on the top of it. Let it pull down. Keeping the back rounded, keeping the shoulders slumped, begin to move your chin along your collarbone a little bit to the left, a little bit to the right. Release, relax the neck. Moving the chin along the collarbone left and right. Slow it down. Breathe slowly and deeply. Ready, just let the head hang in front of the chest again, rounding the back, slumping the shoulders, quieting the mind. And let's bring your dominant hand, if you're right-handed, bring your right hand back and squeeze the muscles of the back of the neck. Squeeze and release. Squeeze and release. Listen to what your body asks for. If the body says, hey, the neck is good, but what about the shoulders? Then rub the shoulders. This is your time to take care of you. Find both hands back there, working the muscles of the neck and shoulders in whatever way feels awesome to you right now. Be you with yourself. And then slowly sit tall. We're going to take those hands all the way back. Go inside the shirt. Grip your fingertips into the muscles of the shoulder blade area. And then bring the elbows down in front and pull the fingertips across the muscles all the way over the crest of the shoulders. Reach back. Breathe in. Exhale. Pull over the crest of the shoulders as you like it. Make it your massage for your body that you need. Awesome. Let's interlock those fingers again. Squeeze and release, squeeze and release. Move them in a circle, breathing in at the top of your circle and out at the bottom of your circle. Breathing in and out. Keep squeezing and releasing. And reverse your circle. Awesome. Reach the hands up. Bring your face up to look at the ceiling and your hands over the top, out and up and back. Lifting the chest forward. Breathe in. Bring the hands over all the way to front. Reach the fingers forward. Reach them and wiggle the fingers. Bring them back and let's stretch the legs out. They've been crossed for a while. Wiggle the knees, wiggle the hips, jiggle the legs. Beautiful. Okay, this right shoulder is going to come up to your right ear. This left shoulder is totally relaxed. Bring it all the way up and drop it. Bring it all the way up and drop it. All the way up, drop it. Breathing in and out. 3 more times. Let's do the other shoulder. This one relaxes 100%. This one goes squeeze up and down, up and down, up and down. Breathing in and out. Two more times. And now bicycle your shoulders and backwards bicycle them. Over the top forward, over the top back. Lengthen the neck and bring the shoulders away from your ears. Bring the top of the head up. Really elongate the neck and bring the shoulders. Physically pull the chest and shoulders away from your jaw. And then relax. Beautiful. Let's get up into a standing posture. Let's find our mountain pose. All right, mountain pose, standing tall, hips, heels under hips, toes pointing forward. You can even go a little bit pigeon-toed, just a hair if you want, and stand on the triangle base of each foot. That means the big toes ball of the foot, the little toes ball of the foot, and the heel. Both feet anchored strongly on the floor. Lift your arch. Feel the energy of the arch lifting, coming up your knees, up your legs to lift your knees, to tighten your thighs. Tuck your belly in, tuck your tailbone under, lift your sternum, shoulders back, arms hang, and top of the head reaches up. That is the mountain pose. It's a pose of power and confidence. Beautiful. Hands reaching out, palm out. Let's reach the hands up, stretch up, breathe in. Lift tall. Turn the palms out and push it back down, exhaling all the way down. That's it. Do it again. Palms out, lift, breathe in. Palms out, push down, exhale. One more time, just like that. Breathe in. And this time the right hand is going to drop. Watch it hang, watch it drop, and let it hang next to your leg. Look at it down there. Reach the other hand way up. Reach the other hand up while you look down, and the lower arm is totally loose and free and heavy. Look at your lower arm, shake it a little bit if you want. Reach the other arm up, up, reaching up. Keep your mountain pose connected to the floor, through the legs, through the sternum. Beautiful. Let's reach that right arm up, slowly up. Watch it rise. Breathe in, reach up with both hands. Reach up, breathe in. Excellent. And we're going to lower the other hand now. Look at it as it slowly travels down. Look at it as it hangs next to your leg. Shake it if you want to. Make sure it's nice and loose. Reach the other hand way up. Stretch up. Breathe in. Look down. Reach up. And then we'll lift the lower hand. Let it rise slowly like steam rising. Watch it rise all the way up. Breathe in. Stretch up. Let's bring the hands out, the face up, the sternum up and forward. Celebrate. And then come back. Bring your hands into a prayer pose over your head and slowly lower it down all the way to your heart. Beautiful. Let's bend the knees and sit halfway down to a chair. and go for a swim. Bringing those arms through a full big circle. Breathe. And backstroke. Bring your face up and keep your knees bent. You're halfway down to a chair. Reach back, 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 back. Reach back, reach back. Keep breathing. Let's try butterfly. Both arms working together. Looking down. Arms go back out and up. Reach up, look up, breathe in. Exhale, look down. Arms come forward, swing back and arch it again. Looking down, looking up. Breathing in and out. Now let's reverse that move. Breathing in and out. Looking up and down. Awesome, beautiful. Shake out those arms, shake out those legs. Hands on your hips. We're going to put all our weight on our right leg and let the left leg just be bent and loose off to the side. Allow your body to sink into this hip and to this knee and to that ankle. Try not to resist it. Release your belly. Let this shoulder dip. Let this part of your waist crunch a little bit. Everything's loose here. Notice how you tend to resist letting everything go into this leg. Right? I know. All right, come back up, roll the shoulders a little bit. Let's try the other side. Put all your weight on the left leg. Left hip sinks in, left knee, left ankle. Hands can rest on your hips. This shoulder can dip down, making a little scrunch in the waist. Allow yourself to be heavy on this side. Good. Okay, so stand tall again. Swing your arms a little bit. Bring your knees up. Do a few kicks out. Swing the arms out and up. Breathe in. Stretch up. Pull some apples out of a tree. Reach. Shift your weight on your feet. Reach hands up. Pull them down. Pull them down with some vigor, some strength. Yank it down from the tree. Grab an apple. Yank it down. Grab it. Yank it down. Breathe. Beautiful. Sweep the arms out and up. Stretch up. Breathe in. Find your prayer. Pull it to your heart. And let's come back to seated for our last few moments together. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'm so blessed to have each and every one of you in my weekly routine Tuesdays and Thursdays at 10 o'clock St. Martin time. We're sending you yoga and love from the Caribbean to the world. And I am just so happy to be a part of all of this. Thank you so much, and I will see you again on Thursday. And you're always welcome to go back and scroll through the Facebook pages, my Facebook page, and see the posts, and do old ones from a year ago or a year and a half ago or just a few weeks ago, as you like. Namaste to each and every one of you, from my heart to yours. Take care, stay positive, believe in peace. Thank you.